YouTube, how the fudge you doing? We're going over the Zhiyun Crane M2 today. I recently picked this up earlier this week, last week, one of those weeks. And I got it for the concert coming up that I'm filming for, which is Hope Loud, and it's going to be one of the best free concerts ever here in Americus. The link to that in the description below, going towards the Hope Pregnancy Center here in Americus, so that'll be fun if y'all want to come to that. So starting off, the price of it was a decently priced off Amazon. It was used, but it's still a decently good price. It was around 85 bucks, not too expensive since this is kind of the smaller version of the Zhiyun Crane 2. But originally it was, I think, 100 something around there on the Zhiyun website, which is a little bit cheaper than the original Crane, which was something that I was looking at for the Hope Loud concert, because honestly I didn't need something too exquisite, too fancy or anything like that. I needed something that can get the job done and something that won't break my bank account in a matter of 3 to 2 seconds, and I will be broke in a matter of 3 to 2 seconds. All right, so it fits most mirrorless cameras that you can think of, Panasonic, Canon, Sony, and other things like that. But the coolest thing is it fits your phone. Most phones, like the iPhone 12, 10, 11, all of that. All right, but the also coolest thing too on your phone is you can download the app, the ZY Play app, also known as the Zhiyun Play app. You can control this thing through Bluetooth and Wi-Fi from the camera. You just gotta go into your camera settings, enable smartphone connect, and it's that easy. And then also too, you can also control it through joystick right here by itself when it does turn on and it is perfectly balanced. That's another thing that you really have to consider, is playing around with the joystick is two different things from doing it from your phone as well. Moving on to the next subject is probably gonna be balancing. Balancing your crane, whatever gimbal or anything that you have, is probably going to be one of the worst things that you have to do on this thing, because whatever camera that this thing fits or you put on here is gonna be the thing that you have to balance. So like for instance, the ZV-E10, I have to balance this thing every time I use a different camera. So I went from the ZV-E10 one time to the A6400, and I'm talking about Sony, and I have to rebalance it every time. But the coolest thing is though, this little notch right here, you can actually lock it, so every time you don't have to rebalance it from every different camera you use. You just have to make sure you lock it in place, and every time you take the camera off, it'll be already set up and ready to play with every time that you have it locked and ready. All right, so this little part right here, this is meant for the smaller phones, which is a smaller notch, and the bigger notch right here is made for most of your mirrorless cameras, so like the ZV-E10, the A6400, and other Panasonic and Canon cameras, which is actually kind of cool because over here is a little measurement, and it actually helps you balance when you put it on here, lock it in, and stuff like that. It really does help, and truly appreciate it. Another one of the many things that this thing comes with is the tripod accessory that comes out with 3 little legs, and you can stabilize it on whatever table or surface that's flat that you can need, and it can basically help you stabilize it when you're actually recording from the chest with this thing, and it can help many different things. If you just need to set it down for a minute and go somewhere, it definitely helps with that. So the traveling case that comes in, it's fairly small, but it's really accessible and usable for wherever you're traveling to. If you're doing a wedding or if you're doing anything special, the traveling case is really unique. So when you open it, you have a place for the main gimbal itself, cables, the plate that you use to screw it on with, the phone accessory, even the tripod, and the main bolt, the main bolt that you can use to screw on the plate is now in here for a little spot with it as well. Now the charger cable is a normal USB Type-C that's next to the zoom in, zoom out dongle, as well as the joystick, record, and mode button. Mode button? That's what people call it. We'll go with that. Now for all in all, this the Zhiyun Crane Micro 2 is actually really worth it, to be honest. I really have had no problems with it so far. That probably won't mean that I won't have any problems with it in the future, but that's probably when it's about to die and getting old. Another thing that I have not talked about yet is the little place for the bolt that you can use to screw into the side right here, that if you're done using it for now, you can just screw it in to the side right here and put it back in the traveling case when you're done with it. That's another really cool feature that I thought with the Micro 2, so really cool and worth it. Other things, you really have your basic lock and unlock for your axes and all that. Then you have your main little trigger in the back to double click it, triple click it, all those different modes. Yeah, really solid, really worth it. I really have not had any problems with it. So I'll leave a link to the description of this in the below. But for the most part, I really do like it. I really do think that it is worth it and all of that. So shooting with the Micro 2 is another one of the cool things that you can do with it. Of course, it stabilizes because that's what most people buy their gimbals for, but also the different modes. There's different modes like the Go mode, to where it's basically, it follows the fast movements. So if someone's like skateboarding or running, it doesn't, of course, it doesn't bounce when you're trying to run or move with them. It actually follows it pretty smoothly as well. Then you have vortex mode that shoots it basically right up in the air, and you can get the different, like, you can get different rolling shots while entering a certain building or certain assembly or something like that, or a cool wedding shot maybe when you're filming as well. And then you have the normal pan follow mode that follows the basic movements when you're moving with it and all that. It basically, the pan follow mode, it unlocks every axis and it follows your every move. So that's pretty much the Zhiyun Crane M2. Realistically, everything here that you see in this package was all $85. It says it was used on Amazon, but to be honest, it's completely brand new, and I'm pretty sure on Amazon still today. Actually, no, let's go ahead and throw a photo up like right over here, and there's the price right there, and it's still 85 bucks today if you still want to buy one. It's completely usable, completely nice in this nice little carrying case, and it came in rather quick, and I did not use Prime, so Amazon, thank you for shipping my thing in a matter of 2 days. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, I certainly enjoyed you being here watching me talk about this guy down here. If you guys want to watch any other videos like me breaking down the mobile cam series that is on my course, www.skillshare/howtomobile-cam course is officially live, so you can go and watch that for your church media and learn how to mobile cam, or if you want to go and watch this video over here where it talks about me traveling to Florida. Thank you guys so much for watching.